This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, I got my phone. Can you please, everyone, just reply from your WhatsApp with your name? Okay, because my phone is software is reinstalled, so all contacts gone. I don't have backup also. So you guys, can you please reply with your name? Okay, then and share your mail ID also. I can send you all the things to you. Okay, no? I got from Bishwa. I got from you. Remaining people, Mohan, Vijay, Vivek, and all other people. Okay, you are recording session. You're listening. Please mute Vijay. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Now we are talking about data pages. Share the screen. Hmm. So, any chance yesterday recording classes? Did you watch anyone? I think Vivek, Vijay, you are getting right from the Prakash or not? Hello, I am audible.
Yes, it's getting.
You're getting daily or not? Better you can share me. I can share you. That's fine. Hey Mohan. Hello,
Yeah, hello.
Mohan. Can you please send your message here through WhatsApp? Message me. Vivek, I got it. Vijaya, okay. Vijay, it's Mohan.
Yes, sir.
Your number 880, right?
Yes, sir.
No. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, Vivek, sure. Vivek, can you please share your mail ID also, okay? Then I'll send you things to you. Vijay also
Yes, sir,
got
please
it.
send me that. Yeah, just please send me that PDF also today.
I'll send you, my Vijay. I'll send you today, okay? No?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just adding your names also. Okay. Vivek, right. Yeah. So yeah, we are talking about data pages. Please open the data pages. Data pages means so very simple. When you want to fetch the data, when you want to save the data, first of all, as of now, concentrate about when you want to fetch the data from the database layer to business logic layer. It means exactly from table to clipboard. Open that, open list and savable. 3. I'll show you that. So no need to create. It is already when you create the table, it will be created by the Pega tool. How it is created, I'll show the manual also. I'm just opening of three data pages: single data page, list data page, savable data page. Single data page, list data page, savable database. Yeah, now savable database. So list database. I think yesterday you know that. So if you read only and thread, if you give editable, where it will first read all, just run it. So where what source you're using? Report definition rule. So now this report definition rule is bringing the single record. Okay. So that question, can we use our report definition rule also? Click down arrow. We can use. I think I will show you. Wait. We will create our own this one, right? Customer. Okay, we don't want change. Go for actions. Run this. I don't want change. So this is Pega creator, right? Nine records. If you go for clipboard, now the data came in the clipboard place in the read only mode. It will come the inside the data pages thread scope level, because we given again I'm showing you read only mode thread scope. So if you go for thread scope, under customer list px results, we have the list of the records. The same thing if you change editable mode, savable mode, both will come under user pages only, because it is use and throw. Editable mode, no need to reusability. When you want to reuse the data, then only it will be read only mode. Now action, run this. We can run the manual, the rule directly, otherwise we can schedule. Run this. You want delete all the pages from the clipboard before execution, you need to select the checkbox. Then it will be flushing all the things. Now go for clipboard. See that under these all pages will be showing as alphabetic order. D underscore customer list, because we give the editable mode. Here will be there, and the same thing. The data will be there. Previously we are executed, right? That will still be there until coming to next thread. If you want delete, you can. Oh, it will be deleted. If we give this, it's not there yet. It is deleted only. See the database. Now it came in editable mode. In the editable mode, when you given that. Now go back. Again change like this. Read only, other scopes also required. But notice, for the multiple users, if you want to share the data, multiple requesters, multiple users, I want to share the data, but the data will be there until shut down the server. This is until log off the application. This is until come to next thread. So save it. Now we brought the single. So we brought it single table the report data without condition. Open this report. I want to bring the data from the database layer more than one table. Again, very simple. Where you have to change this information? Where you have to change this information? Very simple. No need to change the information inside the data page. We need to change inside the report definition rule. That is, we need to open that. There we can use the joins concept. We have to use joins concept here. Go ahead and join and do the operation configurations here with the conditions, without condition, using of more than one table. We can do and call that report definition rule. Then it will be bringing the data from database layer to clipboard, multiple table information. How to bring one table information, how to bring more than one table information from database layer to business log as a clipboard using of data page only. What about single? This is single page. See that structure the by using of name d underscore table name. Structure is a structure. See the structure, single and table type, mode and thread. But what about source? Lookup. Lookup. And what do you mean lookup? Lookup is a source. It will be used in a single database to fetch the single record. It is actually internally it is one of the activity method that is called obj open. If you want to bring the multiple single record, you need to pass the parameter, right? Otherwise, it is bring the multiple records. So if you go for params, by default, customer ID is came here. The customer ID is passing to the this lookup method by clicking of params. Pass the current parameter. Now, when you are running this, it will ask you input parameter. Wherever you're calling this data page, we need to pass the input parameter, then only it will give the output. Because I want to fetch the single, see that. We are passing the class key that is called param.customer ID. Now action run it. Customer ID. See, if you click down arrow, we can see all your table column values. Run it. See. Now if you go for clipboard, and you can see the data also. So where we can see the same thread only, read only. So go for here. Read only means data page. The data will come in this place. See the single record. When you are passing here, if you expand this is parameter I passed. So I got output. Not this one, sorry. This one. By passing this input, I got this output. So when you will bring the here, you want to reuse the data either for you or for the multiple users. That will come in this place database, not for use and throw, then go for user pages. Now, single page, listed page, both are is a fetching purpose. Both are fetching purpose. Both are fetching purpose. But what about savable? For saving, for updating purpose. I want to send the data from business logic layer to database layer. But right now we are coming reverse direction, savable mode. In this table, I want to save the data. So, two things. Which is scenario? Fetching the particular record. I want update the record in this table. How? Come down, data save option there is. We can use data save option. If you want, you can run this one. Uh, we need to set it the data transform rule here. These all things you don't have idea as of now what is this. So as of now what I can do, wait, As of now, what? So just so like theoretically, you can theoretically you just know about the servable database. This is fetching, updating the value into the table. Then we can use servable database. This is only for fetching purpose from the table to clipboard fetching, but this is for fetching some records. I want update those records into the table. So selecting and updating purpose, I can use the servable database. That is when we are inserting the data, that time we can get some idea. As of now, just theoretical only can note it. I will tell you in the activity time what is the servable database. As of now, only fetching purpose, but you don't know what is the reverse direction means. That's why. So now, how these database are created by Pega tool automatically, I will create you manually. Under data model, we have database. Okay, under data model, I'm creating like cust. I'm just giving up cust and no branch rule set customer table, right? Which table? See that when I give the name label d underscore customer, maybe single listed database or single database. You need to think about that. I'm going to creating first time list database. So customer list database, create and open. How the Pega is creating when table is created and just showing the manually. Yeah, you need to change because the list, right? List database in this table read only thread if you want, and use report definition rule. So which report definition I'm going to use for you? Already we created our customized report, right? I can use that one. You can use this also, but I'm using our report. Save it. See, this is the way it happens. So first report definition rule you need to create, then call to insert the database. Then go for actions, run this. See 9 records came. Go for a clipboard. See that and the database d underscore. See, this is a way to be created. See, we need to get order. See that, I'll see that one. See that how it is coming. So this is the way it's creating and bring the data. Now only what about single page? Your question, what about single page? Same way, database. So I'm going to create a cust single page. So when you want to fetch the data, no thinking, blindly you can say database, I can use single page, read only thread, and come to source, lookup. So you need to call this class, customer class. Yes. You need to define parameters, which record. I'll put some ID. Now understand what is parameter, ID, integer, definition tab. Click params. I need to pass that ID here. Click down arrow, param.id, param.id, what you submitted. Now save it. Now see that we are passing param value to this source and fetching the single record. Go here, action, run this. You can use any combination. I'm always using thread. You can use request. You can use node. I'm just passing like some two. Run it. See, Hyderabad Amni Pega. Go for clipboard. This is the way Pega is created in the backend when you create the table. See, the same thing, savable database also. You got it? We no need to create data pages because already is created. But how it is created when you create the table, I'm just explaining the manual way. What is the purpose of it is created to fetch the data from the table to clipboard? A reusable data or use and throw purpose. Finally, to bring that data, and I want to fetch the data from the table to clipboard from the database to business logic layer, database to business logic layer, fetching, no thinking. Blindly, you can see what is syntax formula database. That's it. This is the database. Now we are able to hold the data. You are able to store the data with the creating of tables that you know. How to fetch this data, how to bring this data from database layer to business logic layer in the main first one, clipboard. How to bring the data from the database layer to clipboard. The clipboard is there inside the business logic layer. For that purpose, we use data pages here. Blindly, this is standard formula syntax. Fetching data page. No, that is shortcut keys. That's over. For this, for fetching purpose, you will write a lot of functionalities, but here nothing. From today, yesterday, what I just am explaining internal structure. Finally, when you create the table for this table, automatically create the table. See, if you refresh this one, you created two more data pages for the customer. It will come when you refresh it. As of now, showing the only two. Refresh three. Now it will come under two more. That is we created, right? Five. See the count. See, this two is we created. How you know that? When Pega is created with a table and full name will come. Customer, list customer, savable customer. By seeing the table names, naming convention very important. We need to follow standard names. By seeing that, we need to understand single page, list page, multiple record, single record, and saving, inserting purpose, updating purpose, savable. The same way we need to create it, but already is there, right? That's why I give the shortcut like this. So the same thing here also. Account information, you need to bring it, use this information. Single record, multiple records. You want save and update, we can use savable data, account database. We didn't do anything till now. Have we done anything? Nothing. Pega is created, that is, I'm just showing you, understanding you when you have to use. I'm explaining that how it is created, just configurations. One more thing is here for the list page, this one of the very important. If you want to pass the value, now using of database, we can bring the single table information to clipboard. We can bring the multiple table information to clipboard. How? We need to do the changes inside the report definition role. There we can give the condition. There we can use adjoin the other tables also. Now, now parameters now, right? What is meaning of the parameters? What about key page access? It's very important. They will ask you intro point of question. What is difference between parameterized data pages, key paged access data pages, keyed page access? So parameterized, we already passed here, right? You already saw that. This is the parameter. Parameterized data pages means we need to pass the input parameter wherever you're calling this database, you need to pass the parameter and filtering the bringing the data. Wherever you can call from UI level, from the business logic layer level, wherever you're calling. But if you're coming to the skip access will be showing only for the list structure only. So this is also filtering of the values here. This is also filtering of values. So whatever is bringing the data by using of database. So if you click add key, click down arrow, we have already customer ID or customer name, save it. So using of first name, whatever you entering a value in the screen level, automatically it is filtering the values. I'll show you that when you talk about presentation layer, there we are calling the database, then only we'll understand this is what is the meaning of this. So this please note it or intro point of question, what is the difference between keyed page access data pages and parameterized data pages? Very important entry point of question. Parameterized data page, we need to pass the input parameter always, and based on this filtering the value. And key page access also filtering the value, but it is dynamically will happen. Okay, it will be good performance also. It will provide the by using of this key page access data page will give the good performance. It is filtering at the dynamic time. I'll show the practically when you see that when you call this database in other places like your presentation layer, then there we can see that. As of now, we're not able to see this one. If you run it, also show the same data. See, it is expecting your px first name value. So as of now, nothing is there. See that. That's why. So we'll wait for that. So as of now, just note it. What is keyed page access database? This is and load management tab, very important. If you choose node, don't forget, try to save it, then it will throw error. Why? Because for the node level, we need to give the access group name. Which group I want to share the data? For which group I want to share the data? Users or managers, some any other groups? You need to define the access group name. Access group is mandatory. Those group people only I'm going to sharing the data by using of node. Amazon, Flipkart, we all are the users. Only users will see what are they adding the data. So we need to define the access group name. So why? So for which node scope we are going to giving of access group node level. Why? Providing of security. Restricted the security for the data. Only those people only will need to see the data, not other people. What is clearing or clear database? That is we saw when you're running a flush, right? That is meaning this. Flush of the deleting of database inside the clipboard. Page management. Flush checkbox will come here. See that. Flush all. And remaining is, you know well, refresh strategy. Refresh strategy is a particular schedule for the node, but if you go for thread and request, it will come per interaction also. It will come per interaction. Now just run it. So click this one, you understand, delete all the pages and run it. Now it won't be there all previous pages. Go for database. Now node level. See that. 9 pages. So this is about, so what you have to do tomorrow, you have assignment. You have assignment by changing of combinations. First number one, already when you create the table, you have the data pages. Open the 3 data pages. See the all options, whatever I explained to you. Then note all the things, points. Then after that, by changing of these combinations, check the run the data, run the rule, and check the data where it is coming inside the clipboard. That's the first assignment. The second one, I given questions. What is difference between key page access data pages, parameterized data pages, and database scopes also? Please write the questions. So prepare answers for those things. This is the practical theoretical assignment for you tomorrow class. Now we brought the data from this place. Now we brought the data inside the clipboard. Clipboard is a junction here. What do you mean junction? You know, right? What do you mean junction? If you say then the train, so it is junction. So it means that the train will come here, that place. First need to come to the place, then we can move to the other places. We can move to the other places until so other without coming to that place, the train won't go any other places. So like that, the same thing in Pega application, clipboard is a junction. When the data is going any directions, it should come to here. Now the clipboard will have the data from here. I'm talking about this direction. Whether I can use business logic layer functionality, use it and display to the presentation layer. That one scenario. Second scenario, directly from clipboard we can bring to the presentation layer from the display purpose. That's second scenario. Use to here and bring to here. Otherwise, from directly we can bring to. I don't want to use anything, just only display purpose. Then from clipboard to direct we can call to presentation layer. That's the scenario one and scenario two. Two scenarios will be there. Either the use and display. Otherwise, directly for display purpose also. We'll go for first one. You can use it here, then display here. Directly display anyhow we can see that. Now I have the data inside the clipboard data. How we can use in my functionality level? You're saying that is reusable data, right? It is a clipboard level database there. I opened a newspaper today newspaper. We can see that. Again, if someone is open the same data, I don't want, so we can copy from here to here. I log in with my credential, then I'm going to copy this data. No need to go here. So it is available clipboard from here. I want to copy this to here. Then I can use it. I'm not disturbing clipboard data here. Again, I'm telling you, is we need to follow the Pega formula. Don't disturb me, please. Use me, and you can, if you want, do any your control and edit the data. You can copy the data. Then you can do that. The same thing. Whatever I have the clipboard database data, I can copy to here. I can edit those information. I'm not disturbing clipboard database information because it's all for the reusable data. Even you don't have rights to do also, it is read only information. How you can copy from clipboard here? For that they introduce one of the great rule, data transform rule. Very important. Okay, data transform rule within the business logic layer. If we want to transfer the data from one place to another place within the business logic layer, we can use data transform rule. Data transform to what? Source to destination. The source should be property or pages, anything should be there. So here if you see that clipboard, so If you want to hold the value, if you want to hold the value in the data table, we are using columns. If you want to hold the value inside the clipboard, we are using the properties. The same thing when I want to copy the data inside the business logic layer, I want to hold the values, right? We need property rules. So till now those all properties under the data class. Now we are talking about now we are talking about now I'm talking about business presentation layer, business logic layer, where now we are going to see about property rule. Before copying the if you copy the data means to hold the value those data, I want some supporting people. That is property rule. To how you are holding value table inside columns. How you are holding value pages inside that properties. Once you copy the data here, how we can hold the value? We need some supporting people. Here also we can use properties. So we need to declare those properties under the work class. For creating the table purpose, we created those properties inside the data class. So this, if you want to use here business logic layer, these properties will use two purpose. To design the presentation layer and to hold the value presentation layer, business logic layer, we can use properties. So we need to create the property here under work class. If we create the property rule under the work class, those properties used for to display to hold the value presentation layer, business logic layer, and we can use those properties to design the presentation layer. If you create the property rules under the data class, one is for the table creation purpose, second one is to hold the value from the inside the database layer, and to from business logic layer to database layer, if you want transfer, I can use those data class properties. With the help of one, I can hold it and transfer it to the table. So how to create the work, because very important, already I told you in the screen we have first name, last name, all input fields, but we need, when we enter the value, we need to transfer the data from presentation to business logic. So I need to those properties. How to create those properties? So there is a, I got the as a user story. There are multiple screens are there. In each screen we have how I know what kind of fields are there. Everything in the document, but even the BA, LS people, how they know there is one screen is there. In the screen you need to display these all input fields: first name, last name, ID, date of birth, gender, city, state, country, either text box or drop down, a radio button, check box, button, links. You can talk anything. So you're talking about from clipboard, we need to copy that to here. But if you copy that to here, first I want to hold those values to here. So for that we need to arrange it. After once you arrange it here, then I can copy this data to here with help of data transform rule. But before to, if you come the data here, I need to hold it. For that we need to use property rule. So we need to create the property rule manually by using of data model. Under that we have the property rule. If you want to create the, what is the property rule? Property rule is used to hold the value, hold and transfer value from one layer to another layer, one place to another place. Just assume that is a customer ID. We are declaring, we have already under table class, Already same properties is there. No need without creating duplicate. Can you reuse it? Yeah, we can reuse it. I'll tell you later. That's wait. First, let me this one. Branch under where you need to create. Click down arrow under work class. Create. Open. So after that, this rule is available in this class, in this rule set version and tabs. History, specification, advanced, general. General level property types, data types in the coding language, integer, string, boolean, like we discussed when you create the add the field for the table, the same property types here. Single value, aggregate properties, I think we discussed yesterday. Date and time, decimal, integer, password, text, encrypted, boolean, these all things will be there. If we talk about aggregate property, these all things. But here Java related, we never use forget. Single page, page group, page list, value list, value group. Value list inside the page list, value group inside the page group. Single page already shown you, right? A list of properties and values is a single page. As order of this list of pages, we can call page list. That is the by default page list class code hyphen pag hyphen list is showing all list of photos as order. Unorder means that is a page group. We'll show the unorder. Sorry. And now property type integer. Integer. Customer is integer. How we can assign the value? There's two ways are there. One is manually means from the UI I'm going to assigning the value to this one. Otherwise, yesterday I told you clipboard there is a link to property pages. I am referring the value from the other property, not UI. That is called reference value. We can use some keys, table class, something. Assign the value customer ID. I'm going to assign you the customer this one. This is the reference value. Got it? This customer ID I'm going to assigning to this one. So we're not entering this. If you want entered by you through presentation layer, I can use manually. Display, these are UI control, presentation layer level, table type, I will tell you this. Go for advanced tab, validation of the customer ID, validation. Client side validation, server side validation. When you open any screen, in the first name you need to enter some integers, then it will say some error message, boss, please enter only alphabetic. Is required field but do not enter, then this is a mandatory field. This is all like a client side will see the some error message in the red color. Those all are the validation concept. Those all are the validation concept. Go for ICIC. So go for here. Suppose see that. I think we don't have new user. But yeah, okay. Open some form. Where is a form is not there. Hello, already hello, right? Okay, close this. Is there any other things? Hmm. For example, Salesforce. Sir, first name, last name. I want to open new another account. So if you not enter the field, what happen? If you click agrees, see the please enter the first name is a validation. It is a validation. We need to enter this one. This is called client-side validation. The same thing I want to show you the validation to here. Expect this is a length load validation. What is your expected length? 10 characters, 20 characters, 200 characters, something. And coming to this when condition, this we'll talk later. There is very important use validate edit input. What is difference between use validate edit input? Use validate is used to validate user input data. We have all inbuilt ready-made rules are there validation rules. For example, is integer, it is to check the future date, integer validation. If you click is a, it allow only integers. It is written by the Java code, but you don't want. I'm just showing a little bit code. This is only they given that for to see that. Actually, everything is restricted. Pega system not allow you to see the my code because otherwise you will copy my code and you can release one more name, put and this product, right? Only this one because it will be anyhow will see that, right? That's why they give an option for you. When we don't want, I'm just telling you. So now this validation. What is edit input? Edit input is used for to convert data from one format to another format. Means DDYY DD MMYY. Now MMDDYY or YYY DDDM some different format. Lowercase to uppercase, uppercase to lowercase. Currency INR to dollar to INR kind of conversation. Edit input, use, validate, or edit were both the same. Those all things will be there under data model category. No need to return because already inbuilt ready-made is there. Save it. Now we created successfully customer ID property under the work class with the validation. It allow only integers. See the property data model is created under that property rule is created. See customer ID is created. Only single property, but I want to create multiple properties, you know well. This I'll discuss it tomorrow topic about all the property information. So today you are already give concentrate about only data pages, practical sessions and execution sessions and I give an entry point of questions also. Please prepare the answer for those questions. Only concept about database. Forget about today property rule. I will explain again tomorrow also on this. Okay. Anything else from anyone? Okay, fine. We'll meet you tomorrow, guys. Bye.
So today, can you please send me that PDF? Okay.
I'll send it today. No worry, boss. I'll send it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.